I'm sorry, I forgot that. Just yeah. So in the previous section, we have discussed about in general institutional network. What are the components? What are the devices we are using? And especially the computers, laptops. It's nothing new. Majorly in the current situation scenario, we are utilizing all these data communication devices, computer networks. In general, we can say as a data communication device because the data source can be from a computer. Computer means it may not be a laptop, even any computing devices, digital devices. That's why it has to be visualized. Our course computer networks, we can say that computer networks, computing devices, that may be any other devices. Uh, how a source is producing a data, when we can call that thing as a data, difference between data and signal, and what are all the devices used for connecting, interconnecting multiple devices, and what is the meaning of hub, switch, router, and in a institutional network, what all things were there, and home network, what are the networking elements, edge devices is being utilized, and in a mobile network. In a mobile network, we know as a in a layman level, in the sense sometimes we may not be aware of what type of protocol is being used, why it is being selected. So when we go in depth on that, then only we will get a clarity on technical information about every day-to-day life networking elements. Either it may be a networking node, that in the sense edge devices, or networking switching elements. Switching elements only, which I have told in the three different elements. Now, wherever the digital devices comes, as a user, as a developer, as a researcher, as an end user, a same device can be interpreted or experienced by the different personalities in a different time, different location. So if you use as a computer device as a end user, just user, how can we react with that? So how it will work, what are the base knowledge we should have. So as a computer engineer, you must have the clarity on this part. So when a device can be computing devices, what are all our requirements to choose the edge devices, especially for computing devices? Depends on our requirement, how to choose that. Recently, I'm hearing about in general, it's on a matter of interest. When the new mobile brand or something comes, which looks so attractive and all those facilities, then immediately we will start purchasing. So we may have that practice nowadays. It's good to upgrading our devices. But before that, we have to think on. So actually, I'm talking about what are the edge devices we have to choose it. If we need streaming applications, then we have to think on. If you want only just to make a phone call, then we can think on. I need these versions of Android. How to choose the Android versions also? Is there any provision to choose if it is a mobile phone? Android version 11 is the latest one. So before that, some of the product which may look like attractive, but they may have lower versions. of Android. Like many things actually we have to think on, especially in the case of edge devices hardware part. No? When we procure that, we have to do a lot of optimization. The technology should be upgraded, but at the same time, unnecessarily, we need not to spend too much on that. We have to be very much careful. As a technical person, hereafter, when we perceive anything, you spend time. Don't be in a hurry to purchase things like by attracting with that the features and all those. So, it's my request to all of you. Hope people may be aware of and all the technology connect with that. So this is the effect of selecting the edge devices and which network I have to select. The home network, already I gave some case study about this. How to choose the 2.4, 5.4 gigahertz and all those facilities, 802.11 AC and all. You please recollect all those. So I gave the rough overview of what all the things are happening in our day-to-day life through digital devices. So hereafter, the digital device means a single digital device which is not connected with the networking, no use. Everything is networked. It has multiple advantages and it has its own drawback. Anybody? Is it possible to say what is the drawback in networking? Yes, all of you. What is the drawback in networking?
Sir, it will be a security liability.
Security is an issue. Very good, very good. Any other please? What is the problem which you are facing in cloud computing, cloud environment, when you go for a cloud environment?
Infrastructure.
Yes, sir?
For like setting up a cloud storage, we require a large infrastructure to store, like a server to store the data, and that require a lot of money. So that's another problem.
Really. So if you want to create a new setup, currently we are using the lot of cloud services from all Google applications which we use. No, in general, one of the applications I'm saying, it's cloud based. The benefit is that, okay, at any location, wherever the device, whichever the device I am using, I can access that. That's a great benefit. No doubt in that. But the thing is, we have to be dependent on always a network. If we don't have any network, something happened when you go out, nothing is there in the location. If you want to work on the system and all, no, during that time, what will happen? Any solutions, anybody? You're going to village, some of your village, where the no network is there, but you want to do some important work, how to do that? We have to be dependent on the infrastructure. If that infrastructure is not there, for example, your grandma's house, grandpa's house, you want to visit every 6 months once. You decided, okay, I want to go there. But there is no facility. What will happen? Because of that, the infrastructure was not there. Our frequency may come down. So our relationship may come down. We may think that, okay, it is helping. Yeah. We have to think in all dimensions. So from the perspective of a software developer, as an application developer, what I feel, so always we have to be we must be in the other side of independence. We have to create independence. Even though networking, everything is used, even nothing is happening, still I can work. To that level, actually, we have to be. So for that, the standalone, the computers, I have to work on my standalone system. Whenever, okay, things are there, then it can go on sync with the backend. I heard about students are start learning IPython, Python program, and all those things in on the cloud-based environment. So my request to all of you is that don't do like that. We must have an idea about what is our computer. In our computer, what are the facilities are there? How many of you are aware of how to install the operating system on your system? Please raise your hands. How to install operating system without any help? You can get a help from your any web services and YouTube video or something, but you should not depend on the other external person. So out of 56, only 4, 5, 6, very minimal, very minimal. So first we have to develop from here. Thank you, thanks for your response. We have to develop our culture from here. Since you are a computer engineer and communication engineer, it's a great blend. Especially if you, I'm not saying that it's a pricing only this course is not, no, it's not like that. I'm telling a fact about the what is the advantages of the and this blending. You will be getting a lot of programming base and also the communication base also. In a communication base is because in the current industry, the communication is growing very fast, especially in the exponential growth. But amount of people, those who are having a knowledge on programming with the knowledge of a communication background is very limited. When you go for a computer engineering, CSE, computer science and engineering, you go and see the curriculum part in general. Majority of the people, they would be working on the application development, either a web application or standalone application development, server, client server logic and all those things purely in application layer format. So the knowledge base of the physical layer in line with the development, that is very important. So especially in India, this part in my the way how I have come across, this blending is relatively less. If we talk about, already I told about my area of interest on research on software defined radio. Radio, how to, you can check it my profile in Google by typing Google Gandhiraj, you can say that. You can see what all the work we are doing. Almost majority of the work which we have done is on radio is actually a communication device that can be reconfigured by using a program. But the conventional mechanism was not like that. So here in our lab, digital communication and digital and wireless communication systems lab for a UG. So I'm the in charge for the lab here for the past 6 months or nearly one year. But the facilities are available. Students, so when we are getting a chance to come here, I will show you a lot of hardware demonstration, which all things are feasible, which we may not have a feel that yes, even is it possible to implement in our laptop and all those things. To that level, things are there. But if you want to do all those now, one major knowledge base is programming. Either anyone, C++ or Python or Java, anything, at least we have to be in line. But the ECE, they are too much oriented with hardware. CSE, too much oriented with computer science. When we conducted the national level workshop on 2012 and 13, under the guidance of Dr. K.P. Soman of SEN department, that time we experienced this. We invited to all students in the department of CSE, department of ECE, by saying that we are going to conduct this so and so course and all, please all of you come and visit. That time, the comments was, the reply was relatively very less. CSE people says that, no, there is a radio, we don't have any idea. Computer science people, ECE people say that, oh, something software comes, so it is not in our core, we don't want to join. But you, computer and communication engineering people are having the blend of things. This is actually currently is in need of in industry, in my knowledge base, I'm saying. It's a good thing, but at the same time, how much we are utilizing this and how you are coming up, that's a very important thing. If any interested students are want to learn more on that, especially in a SDR based application development for 5G, please have a look on my profile, what we have done and all those. Please let me know. We will do some things if interested students are there. Lot things can be done. So that's the idea. And hardware facilities also available. In a communication systems lab, we are having around 10 lakhs worth of device. It's just plug and play. You come, connect with your laptop, LAN cable, then you can transmit your voice at a FM radio frequency range, at least in the local range. You will get a confidence that yes, whatever things system which I want to develop, yes, I can do that. At the level of even an academic level, you can do this. Like our environment has a lot of facilities. Mentors also there. Only thing is that how the students are having a hungry on knowledge base. So based on that, only things can be done. In the forthcoming sessions, I will show you some of the modules of how it can be done. But our course is fully focused on the networking part. We will explore more on the hands-on part and related to the networking combined with all those. We'll do that. There are some. I will give some of the keywords. The NS3 Network Simulator 3. People, you can start searching on that. I will give you some of the titles of the work and all those. So there should not be too much of formal learning. No, there must be a blended learning and all those. And there is another tool called Cisco Packet Router. So this software also can be used for our lab courses. We are having a plan of using these two tools. Please explore more on that. We will discuss during our lab session when it comes on Thursday. Yeah. So you can start downloading. These two tools are open source framework. Lot of live materials are there. Please don't expect that I will give and teach and each and everything in the lab session. It is not 100% fully I cannot do that because I want to focus here on knowledge base for that. Tools is a secondary always. By using a tool, what we want to do, that is very important. Tools will help us how to do, but very, very important and essential is what to do. So what to do, you will get an idea through the theoretical information. Then we will get a context about that. So we will go in that direction. We'll see how things are moving. Then we will adapt according to our requirement. Okay. The next topic is what's a protocol. Protocol is in a human protocol. What's the time? I have a question, introductions. There is some procedure if you want to interact with one person with the other. So we used to have some protocol. Yeah. So if you want to ask with the timing with the other person, whether that person is in a listening mode or not, first of all we have to check. If he is already engaged with some other work at that time, if we ask query, what is the time? Then what is the expected reply from him? We cannot expect. In the same way, how the human is interacting with others, it is written as a program, that's all. Then it is becoming a network protocol. The protocols define a format, order of the messages sent and received among network entities and action taken on message transmission and reception. This is a general information about what is protocol. We will proceed based on this. Just a minute. I'll take a pointer. Yeah. A human protocol and computer network protocol. So how similar is this? Just will think what I was talking. A girl is saying hi to the other person is also responding yes. Then she understood that okay, that person he is responding. So after that only got the time, okay? Like he is replying back. So I want to get the time, then he is replying back. So before communicating something from a person to person, he has to identify, she has to identify, assume that she is transmitter. Just a minute. Yeah. Assume that she is transmitter side, TX, receiver side. Initially, sending one request has come and it is receiving something. Before receiving, it should be in a receiver mode first. Okay. After receiving mode, then it is start replying back. Then it is acting as a transmitter mode. So what is the meaning here? What type of communication anybody knows about it? TX-RX, TX-RX, RX-TX. If this type of communication happens, what type of communication happens? Simplex, duplex, full duplex, half duplex. I think I was talking about them in the previous session. Anybody?
Full duplex.
Duplex. In general, duplex. When it can be a half duplex? Anybody?
Either transmission or receiving.
At the time when the girl says hi, simultaneously this person cannot say anything to her. There is a delay. If you see, there is a delay. This is with respect to time. So the facility gives, if it gives, when a transmitter sending something, at the same time simultaneously the person what he is replying cannot be received. If that is the case, then it is called a half duplex. Transmitter send the message to the receiver, and after a certain amount of delay, the receiver, yes, it is accepting, then it is start responding back. So there is another delay. So this type of things are there. At the same time, this is called a half duplex. But when we come to the case of our cellular phone, it's a very good example. Yes, some background noise. Just a minute. Somebody have switched on the mic. Yeah, please. Thank you. This is called a half duplex, but it is duplex because sender is sending, receiver receives. Receiver is also sending and sender this side as per the diagram which you see. This is in a sender side, this is in a receiver side. Then this receiver is start sending something, then it is acting as a transmitter, then it is acting as a receiver, something happens like that. So then it is called, surely is a duplex. Half or full duplex. If at a time, is it possible to tell any other example for a half duplex? Walkie-talkie. Especially in the police people, those who are using the device, that's called a walkie-talkie. In the sense, the same channel, there will be one dedicated communication channel for both transmitter and receiver. Only one particular frequency band will be there for both transmission and reception. Excuse me. The police people, they used to say, yes, where is that location of the vehicle? Something they may ask. After saying that, they may say the common keyword over. After getting the message of over, then the other end side, the person will start communicating. So, do you know what is how to connect this one? In the there is a canal. Assume that in that canal at a time only one vehicle can go. What the people they used to do? Where can we say example? Okay, even small four-wheeler can move on through a small canal. One vehicle is coming in one side to the other side. The other person has to wait for some time. Once this vehicle crossed, then it has to come back like that because the width is very low. Like that, here the width means the bandwidth, channel bandwidth. Either it is in a frequency bandwidth or something. So there is only one unique facilities are there. That is called a half duplex. Why I am saying is that as a technical connectivity is there for each and every explanation which we see in this diagram. So this is thing is happening in a human. So like that, the computer also will communicate. A client is sending a request to the server, then a TCP, that through a transmission control protocol. We will be discussing about that, the TCP protocols, what all the algorithms are available to make a connection in the forthcoming. Then the connection request, it is asking for a TCP connection request, then TCP connection response, then afterwards get, then it is asking, yes, I want to access this particular website, then it is start replying back. So all these things are happening. The fundamentally the logic, what happens as with respect to a time, you see, with respect to time, what happens, it's being explained here. This simple logic, it's implemented in our computer hardware. I will show some demonstration of or some animated thing, how data is start moving from one source to the another source. It is very easy to interpret that. You just will listen the class carefully. As a story, I am telling all the things in a way. Rest of the things are there in a book. Book has plenty of material. But how to perceive and all those things, we will start sharing some information during the class. Yeah. Okay. The next is network edge, end systems, access networks, links. Network edges, already we discussed about all those things. Host, the keyword, hereafter you will use the keyword host. Clients and servers. The host can be a client or server. Servers are often in the data center. Hope you may be aware of the data center. Have you seen any data center anywhere? Anybody? Yes, anybody? Data centers. In the data center, what are things are there? Dana Karthik, Adi Selvi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir,
Have you seen any? Have you come across or have you noticed any? What? Okay, what do you mean by data center?
sir, like the main part, sir, like the center where we get the data from, sir.
Oh, okay. So now you are getting the some internet connectivity to your home, no?
Yes,
From
sir.
where actually you are getting?
The modem, sir, the router, sir.
The router. From the router, it's fine. To the router, from where actually it comes?
To the router, it's coming through optic fiber, sir, like through wires.
Okay, optic fiber is ending in some other end, no? What is the name of that location?
So data center, sir. Like,
Okay, then what is the meaning of internet service provider, ISP?
sir, like they'll give network, sir, like we get the net through them, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, I understood what actually you are attempting to say. Yes, Mr. Anuj Kaushik.
Yes, sir.
Yes, but what is your interpretation about the data center?
So in a data center, the data is stored, and we can, when we require the data, we can request from the server for the data.
Oh, is it equivalent to the ISP?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Anuj. So from these, Mr. Adi Selvi and Ms. Adi Selvi and Anuj's interpretation, what I got is internet service provider need not to be a data center. The data center can be retained or maintained in separate location. As per the our earlier discussion here, The service provider means what they will do, they have to make all the connectivity, they have to maintain all these things. It is to be connected with some server, there will be some server. So surely the internet service provider must connect with the data center. Okay, but by simply having a data center, we cannot call that as an internet service provider. That's the thing which I want to distinguish here. So the data center which will have storage device has the 24/7 facility, because the room temperature has to be maintained, because a lot of heat is being produced because of so system is running continuously 24/7 AC, 24 and backup servers, Linux servers. There are server devices are there, server operating systems are there. What is the difference between a server and a client operating systems? Anybody knows about it? Windows 10, is it a client operating system or server operating system? Anybody?
Client.
Client. So please tell some server operating system. Vignesh Shankar?
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Give some example for a server.
Am I audible?
Vignesh, you are audible?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Please tell some example for a server operating system.
Sir, Linux maybe, I'm not sure.
Linux. Okay, one answer. Any other answers, please? Anybody?
Mac
Thank you,
OS or
Vignesh.
Linux? I think so, sir.
Yeah, Mac is also okay. Mac is also Mac can be a server. Good. Any other operating systems? Anybody?
So Windows Server.
Windows Server. Yeah, Windows Server. Like Linux Server. Yeah, there are two different types of operating systems are there. As a programmer or computer engineer, you must be aware of that. Especially on Windows, we are having a separate operating systems. Windows desktop client or operating system is Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10 currently. All are client type of operating system. There are separate server versions also available. Why I am telling all this point is that the data center, when you take in the data center, it is acting as a server, which I gave example. In a hotel, when you go, a server will come and serve for you. That means he must have a big ear. In the sense, he has to listen a lot. Like we can say like God, Ganapati. Ganapati has a huge ear. Like that means it has to listen more. It should have a capacity to listen more. Listening here means what? N number of people, if they start requesting, I need that, I need this, I need that. For anyone, it has to be ready to serve it. So as per in the context wise, if you see, the Ganapati is a great server because he is having a huge listening capacity. Now the current situation, majority of the huge analysis, especially in the case, if you analyze the situation of request goes to the server from the client side, especially for the streaming applications like what we do here. It is very high. So what is to be done in the server side? The server should have a big ear. That's all. It should have a big listening capacity. Not only that listening capacity, it should have a response capacity also. So then how to tackle that? The server should be. So people can explore more on that, especially in the Linux operating system. I am requesting all of you. There is a software is called VirtualBox. How many of you are aware of that VirtualBox? Please raise your hands. VMware, VirtualBox. Have you done anything on that? Yes, I think very limited. Have you done anything on the whole class? Have you done any work on that in the previous semesters?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So please make a note of that. There is the tool is called VirtualBox by Oracle company. It is very easy to download it. Just I am telling the points. If people are facing any problem, no, please let me know. I will help you, because for our assignments and all, no, we can work on the VirtualBox. So you can start downloading the VirtualBox tool. See, all these things we have to play with our computer by using. Don't be in too much on network. So we can search something, but finally no. If all the informations are there in somewhere in the world, it is fine. Then how we will be assessed when we go for an interview board? What is our skill set? Cycling, yeah, skill. Swimming is a skill. Reading, writing is a skill. Programming is a skill. How many applications you have developed? How many small mini project or term projects which you have done? You can add it on your biodata. Saying that you can make them to focus to ask a question only in the domain where you have done already some experiments. So for that you have to show something, do something on your own. So VirtualBox you can start downloading. On the VirtualBox you can install Linux operating system. So when you get a free time now, you can start doing like that. Linux operating system, Linux client version is there. I'll talk about that during the lab sessions. VirtualBox, Linux server is there. What is the meaning of the server? Somebody is saying server, what is it? You need not to worry on that. VirtualBox you can install. Your Windows operating system will act as the host. On the top, you can have a virtualization software. It's called a VirtualBox. For installing the VirtualBox in our laptop, we have to enable virtualization. There is a provision virtualizations to be enabled. If in a BIOS setup, when you are restarting your computer, hope everybody knows about it, BIOS setup, in that switch on the virtualization, then after that install VirtualBox. On that, whichever the operating system, even in Macintosh, if you want to work now, on the Windows, on the top, you can work on the Macintosh, Mac, possible. Please go and experience that, what is there in that. I will give you some idea how to perceive that. And as a client level, as a software, like a Windows operating system, a typical Windows or Linux operating system, you must be, literally speaking, you must have a multiple knowledge base on a different programming tools. Because I will show you something during the lab session, please let me know. In the world, and the last 2020-21, no, which language, programming language is the the top language for industrial requirement. I will show all those things as a live component. Please remind me on that time on Thursday. So you can install any of the operating system, whichever thing you want, that .iso file, download it, and you can make use of that. How to do and all those things. I will give you the kickstart for that. On that platform, you can start doing all the work. You need not to have initially the partitioning this software into the hard disk, dividing into multiple and all those. Nothing is needed initially, but you will get a feel that really you can create your own operating system. We start working on develop different applications. Start developing small applications by using Android App Inventor. It's open. So I tried in that level initially. I'm not a professionally, especially in the Android development and all, but we know what to do, how to do. So, but our full-time job is not that to developing new, but we know what to do, how to do that. All these experience you also might have received that by doing something. So why I'm connecting all these things now? Within a data center, by seeing a data center, whenever you see a keyword data center, all the point has to come in your mind. So then you are going into that room, that context is coming to your mind. So you have to download that context on your mind. It's like in a Matrix movie, no? Maybe people may be aware of that Matrix. An English movie is there, version 1. A person will ask about I need a program for driving the helicopter. The other person, even though it's okay, it's for a game or something, but the context is very important. Then the program will be loaded onto the brain, and then immediately the driver will get the new version of the program and all those. So things are there like, okay, getting context is very important. Many of the things will become relatively tough because of not getting a context in a mind, but we will do something. Like in a CPU, 100% it will show sometimes in occupied. But what is the meaningful work it is doing? That is very important. Yeah. So the access network part, which already we discussed, how to connect the system, edge counter, edge router, residential access network, all these things already I told about. Institutional access, which is coming now. I have connected in other perspective, how it is connected. Yeah. So access network, what's time now? Just a minute. Is it time? 10:40. Okay, already we are lagged with 5 minutes. Okay, shall I stop here now? So you may be having the next hour class to other section. No? Yes, Mr. Kishore.